My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Still no. Let's take Leafy Poultice. Dagger throw and pounce, perfect. Just go, go, go. It's go-go mode. I'm nursing my first coffee. My brain is gonna wake up as we start this. That pounce is good damage. That'll help us take out some elites. Alright. Neutralize double strike next turn. Easy single defend. Come on. 1 damage taken. Pretty decent there. Ricochet can keep up decent damage for us with Dagger Throw already in the deck. I'll take it. Ooh! Yes! One of the reasons I like taking an early Ricochet is because it's so positively affected by this event. Let's give Sharp 2 to Ricochet, so it goes from 12 damage to 20. Fresnel Lens. I haven't taken... Yeah, I've taken nothing defensive. Give me that Fresnel Lens. Let's go. 45 max health isn't great, but as long as I can find a defensive card in... I was about to say one of the next 2 spaces. Now I've only got 1 more space to try and find it. But as long as I can find it, we'll be fine. There goes the Corpse Slug, and Dodge and Roll, hell yes. Literally one of the best common cards that we can find to be affected by Nimble here. Literally double block. Ricochet gains 5 more damage with the upgrade because it hits an additional time. Neutralize with the second turn of weakness is pretty big too. I want the Pounce upgrade pretty badly as well, but... Ooh... Okay, this is actually kind of disgusting. I'm going to use my Colorless Motion on turn 1 here, because Thank you. If I can get something that I can plan around to actually start getting AoE down, I can just focus on defense. And exactly that is what we got. Rolling Boulder is going to take care of the fight for us, while I focus on surviving the fight for us. One damage taken this turn. Another 1 damage taken, and then the boss goes down. Horn Cleat. At the start of your second turn, gain 14 block. I'm definitely taking that backflip as well. And a question mark earlier than a rest. Yeah, just in case the question mark gave me a card or like the Badonis egg or something like that, and I wanted to interact with that at the rest site. Greed. I am going to a shop. And I'm running a discard deck, and I'm playing Silent. Alright, give me that greed. I can take it here. Bronze Scales, start of combat, gain 3 Thorns. Let's up Pounce, because it gets 6 additional damage on the upgrade. Our Thorns are really good in this fight. Because they damage the enemy in the middle of their turn. I should have played both defense first. Yeah, I could have retained that. Okay, 10 damage taken, and fight over. Echo Skull. Whenever you apply poison, apply 1 additional poison. And Acrobatics is super appealing here. We're only like 1 or 2 more card selections before I start complaining about how I don't have enough draw. I would love to see small repeatable sources of poison for the sake of this Neko Skull. So obviously Noxious Fumes comes to mind, but so does Corrosive Wave and Envenom. And yeah, Bouncing Flask, sure. Choose a card to upgrade. Let's get the additional damage on the Ricochet. Okay, there's the Noxious Fumes. We also see Tactician. We definitely have enough discard with the Acrobatics and Dagger Throw already to take a Tactician. 2 additional cards in the open hand is really good as well. So Noxious Fumes... we don't want this to, like, determine our fights. Like, we don't have a poison strategy just because we have our Noxious Fumes. However, in a long-term combat, it'll supply a lot more to us than it takes. Give me Tactician, Bag of Preparation. I want Noxious Fumes. I want to remove a strike. I think I want that Shockwave. The upper end of my register is not yet woken up. I left it sleeping in bed. Gently snuck out. Tried not to rustle the sheets as I made my way to the kitchen to make myself a cup of coffee. Just thinking, no, you know, my upper register will probably wake up in a little bit, smell the coffee on the air, and then come to greet me. No. They're soundly snoozing. Memento Mori is not that much damage right now, but as soon as I get Calculated Gamble, it would be, but what? I wanna take that as my lean? No, just give me that Shockwave. Tough stuff. I'm gonna dodge and roll and Shockwave. Accepting 7 damage this turn, but fully defending ourselves for the next one. And damn, get him, Ricochet! Nice. That'll do it. Goodbye, Terrariel. Gigantification Potion, triple damage on your next attack. We also pick up Gorget at the start of each combat, gain 4 plating. God damn, yes, leg sweep or footwork. I mean, I want both really badly. But I think increasing our general defense with footwork is probably more important, and it's only because I already have additional weaken access from Shockwave. Tactician, Noxious Fumes, Footwork. They're the 3 here that desperately need upgrades. Especially because we have now, since we took Tactician, we took Noxious Fumes, Shockwave, and Footwork, right? In the first cycle, these are all cards that just want to be played, but they don't have necessarily like an immediate effect. Obviously, if you play Defend after Footwork, it does, but it's not like dramatically impactful. So having the additional energy on Tactician to be able to play them alongside the, you know, Acrobat into Tactician hand, which is most common for us, especially with a 9-card opening hand, seems really, really good. So I will throw Noxious, or rather I will throw Shockwave earlier. Nice. Noxious and dodge and roll. Perfect. Pounce, footwork, and we're all set. Next turn still weakened. We're doing pretty good damage. Let's see if I get a discard. I do not, but that's okay. 25 damage from the Ricochet. Ooh, additional turns of weakened mana. Nice. Two damage to us there. I do think with the amount of weakened decks, and especially the dodge and roll in this deck that will be able to defend against the Waterfall Giant on the other side of this. I've been specifically planning around that being the case. If that turns out not to be the case, well, we got trouble, boss. A raid is about to break down. Okay, backflip in the next turn is pretty appealing. That'll do it. The Hunt, Echoing Slash, and Knife Trap. So the reason to take the Echoing Slash here, we have AoE vulnerability from Shockwave, which is something you almost never have with this character. And also I have almost no other, like, quick AoE. Like, how do I deal with the bugs? Noxious Fumes and then wait 5 turns? I'll take Echoing Slash. Whoa. 4 additional energy on turn 1 when I'm balling out of control with 9 card opening hands? Yes, please. Just yes. Just it's too good value to not do. Late Shop. Late Shop's a lot better for us, but I don't want to fight the elite. Okay, so there's 3 rest paths. One of them has the elite at the end of the path. That's the one I just highlighted. And the one over here on the right has the elite at the very start of the path. But it has a late shop, so that path's better, except for the presence of this elite at the very start. Because if I get there and that elite is, you know, what's the worst case scenario for me in this deck? Actually, Gigantification Potion means Echoing Slash is probably lethal against Desi. So what is the worst case for us? It's I actually can't project that being as bad as I try and commit to the plan in my brain, and then I get, you know, red warning signs flashing, and I'm trying to go, okay, what's the error code? I'm flipping through the back of the manual. Okay, E2107, E2107. It just says generic error. Let's ignore it. What's the worst that could happen? Alright. God damn. Love this the Ultra Giga turn 1 that we get. Set up all my powers. Do a bunch of damage. Strangle, Dagger Throw, and Backstab. Leaning towards none of these so that I don't bloat the deck and focusing on upgrading the versions we have. Squash is a different additional vulnerability, but I almost feel like I go for the additional AoE here, just so that I can more comfortably sustain Echoing Slash. Like, I would have taken nothing there if the option was there, but that wasn't on the cards. Ooh, tough stuff. Thankfully, the enemy dies to poison at the top of this turn. Fairy in a bottle, when your HP is reduced to 0, heal to 30%, and it does it once. I'll take that leg sweep now. I left it on the last floor, I was just waiting for it to come back around. Ironclad, Regent, and Defect tough. So typically the cards I look for here are Silent and Necrobinder, and that tends to be the case because I'm usually looking for more glue. Let's think about the specific cards we might want to add to this. I think, especially considering Exterminate, Echoing Slash, and Ricochet, we do get some decent value out of additional strength. So that would push towards Ironclad. Regent... I don't really see what I want from Regent. And Defect, I would probably just get Energy Manipulation Orbs. Alright, Ironclad. An upgraded True Grit. Yes. Yes. I could get funky with that. There's also Feel No Pain, which I like the idea of if I had a bunch of shivs, but I don't have a bunch of shivs, so I don't like the idea of that. And Cascade. Play the top X cards of your draw pile. Which, admittedly, on turn 1's pretty damn sick for us. Every other turn... What if I took Barricade, though? If that comes out on turn 1... Ooh. Battle Trance as well. Yes, please. I also like Stone Armor, but I don't have too much draw in this deck, so I think Battle Trance is a very easy take. Okay. Start with a Dagger Throw on that Tactician. Backlit finds our way down to Dodge and Roll. Let's Battle Trance. There's the Echoing Slash after a Shockwave. Okay, Echoing Slash is incapable of killing anyone because of the thing that they do. They all limit the damage to 9. That's all good. That's why we've got the Sterminate in the deck to finish them off. There you go. That'll do it. Ricochet, Anticipate, and Slice. No need for those. Okay, Enzo is our first fight here. I did get a discard in this hand. Yeah, and weaken as well. Yeah, I don't need to be aggressive here at all. Sweep the leg. So Ricochet would be 35 damage to you at the cost of putting 5 days in my draw pile. No. I can get down to Barricade, just barricade that bad boy. Good work, single defend, your turn. Pounce, still worth playing. Maybe Pounce should have been tripled there, actually. Hang on. Backflip into Dodge and Roll. Acrobatics gets us into the new draw cycle. Duh. Dodge and Roll. Hell yeah. Defended for this turn and next turn already. Perfect. Yeah, we're getting out of this comfortably without even playing the Pounce. Parrying Shield. If you have your turn with at least 10 block, I'll just aim to do that consistently if possible here. Deal 6 damage to a random enemy. And I'm going to take a single copy of Skewer because it's upgraded. If I get that in the opening hand, I just execute one. Choose target and execute. We'll upgrade Barricade to become 2 cost and then take the Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Up that footwork. Heck, I've got this, like, clean sweep where I can just take a bunch of upgrades here at the end. I don't need to extend your weakness right now, do I? No. Okay. So Skewer is 16 by 3, which is 48. I mean, and yeah, the enemy doesn't kill me this turn because I got the Horncleat defending me. Get him. Cunning Potion. Add 3 upgraded shivs into your hand. Not better than what I'm holding. And I'll take Reflex for draw and discard. Draw amounts really matter, so we'll upgrade Reflex's draw amount immediately. 2 strikes out of the deck, I think, on this one. I'm just trying to decrease the presence of strikes as much as possible. Let's check out the shop at the very end, too. Tincture. Ooh. Whenever you discard a card during your turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy for each card discarded. Now, I'm actually not discarding that many cards, it comes to mind. I'm discarding like 3 cards a cycle. It's just I'm very enthusiastic about it. I'll let the enthusiasm guide me. Shockwave with additional turns of Weaken and Vulnerability right before this combat certainly makes sense. So does the upgrade on Noxious Fumes. I think I have enough Presence of Weakness. I'll hit the Noxious Fumes upgrade. Okay. I will True Grit Greed and then Acro. Get rid of that strike. Bounce to turn around. Footwork, Noxious Fumes. Drop Dodge and Roll, and then easy Exterminate. Nice. That's about as good as I could have asked the first turn to be. Ooh. Yeah, I still gotta. Barricade is up. It's like Blur, but every turn. It's so wild. I'm going to leg sweep forwards to guarantee that Rocket is still weakened on the Rocket Punch turn coming up. Okay. Realistically, like between Tincture, Parrying Shields, Bronze Scales, and Noxious Fumes, like we're just doing a bunch of like passive damage to these enemies. Like our deck doesn't have much damage in it, but it does so many additional sources of damage that it's kind of fine. Oh, I'm facing the wrong direction. That's a bad mistake. Bad mistake? It causes me to take 1 damage here. Could certainly be worse. I'd love to get more energy. I've got a lot more draw than energy to use that draw. There you go. GG crab. Serpent Form, Envenom. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. That could be our Sneko Skull. That's scaling for our bosses. That turns our multi-hits into something. It's the solution. Swift in this first cycle? I feel like I've already got a lot of draw. Well, I mean, let's actually ask Nonupi what she's offering before I start. Swift in this first cycle? I feel like I've already got a lot of draw. Footwork, Neutralize, and Noxious Fumes would become the targets. Alternatively, we could enchant all card rewards with Glam. Or gain an Apotheosis in the deck. I think the Apotheosis is probably least impactful because most of our cards that care about an upgrade are upgraded already. None of the cards that truly or transformatively care about an upgrade aren't. Okay, we'll take this line, and we can choose exactly how many free elites I want to take. Glitter to enchant all card rewards with Glam. I really feel like I shouldn't add cards to this deck. Let's take Swift. Neutralize, Noxious, and Footwork. Sure hope it do. Okay, so I definitely won't replace Fairy in a Bottle at any point, so if I get a good opportunity to use the Gigantification, I should probably take it. 11, 4. Done. Untouchable, discard for block. A single copy of that matters. I'd like to get a prepared and upgraded as well, please. 4 block on turn 1, and additional energy every 5 turns. Sounds good to me too. I thought that card was neutralized for some reason, so I played it first. Obviously, you don't play the prevent your draw before you play your draw. Let's get that Ricochet out of hand. And now it's time to do it. Alright. Ultimate. Skewer is 66 on a single target at the moment, 71 HP on the backline, unfortunately. Alright. Accelerant, Dagger Spray, and Anticipate. I will say, Accelerant does have a position in this deck, actually. Skewer plus, no. Defend, yeah, sure. Accelerate plus is only probably going to be played in boss fights, but it'll be good there. Get rid of that Tactician. Oh, Envenom. Yes. I really want zero-cost discards available. It's just a thing I don't really have. Two poison every time I hit ya. And then that poison triggers 2 times. Oh. Oh, it's so good. Flexpot. I do think another Ricochet makes sense in the version of this deck that has Envenom. I just don't think I can take it because I've been skewing so... Like, nothing I've taken on this floor has been defensive. Well, nothing on my floor has been defensive, I say. Right in front of my my Untouchable. Chandelier at the start of your 3rd turn. Gain 3 extra energy. Well, I mean, we did block the full 24. My upgrades! No! I wanted them to be more! Echoing Slash is not going to be capable of killing anyone this turn, but... That's more than okay. Perfect. It just has to set him up to die later. Noxious Fumes deflect with the upgrade? No. With Footwork in the deck and this amount of draw, and I complained about energy positivity recently. Yeah, I'd take it. Envenom gets upgraded for additional poison to add... I do have discard as the thing about this. And doubling a Swift deck is really good. Shh. 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 Don't tell anyone I did that. Don't tell them I took this fight either, okay? Why don't you just keep my goddamn name out your mouth? Let's get that pounce down. Trigger it our way through a defend. Macro back row through a reflex. Nice. Barricade. Survivor keeps, or plays Tactician rather there. Defend to hold additional defense, and then hit him. Yeah, this is pretty comfortable now. Noxious Fumes as well. Oh, I miss out on the second footwork, unfortunately. Leg sweep and then shockwave, just to guarantee this enemy gets the message. I want you weak. Two accelerates left in the draw pile. Now that there's an Envenom out. Oh my god, never mind, both accelerates come up. We true grit our way through the bad luck, hell yes. And then exterminate to just add... That's lethal. That's lethal poison to you. That's lethal to you. Oh, second barricade. Why not? Candelabra! I've got the whole trio. I've got Chandelier giving us 3 energy on turn 3. I've got Candelabra giving us 2 energy on turn 2. And I've got the very hot Cocoa giving us 4 energy on turn 1. God, I want that prepared so bad. I'm manually going to upgrade it. Trip attack actually is probably more impactful here than in the upcoming boss fight. Alright, we might actually get out of here with taking no damage as well. Beautiful. Infinite blades. How badly do I need a single blade that does nothing every turn? Then the upgrade is on the single 1 copy of Prepared in a 66 card deck. And I'll stand by it, goddammit! So Skewer is currently 111 damage to you. I can make it 330 damage with just a Gigantification Potion turn 1 go. Honestly, I do like that idea. I don't not like that idea. Oh, did it seem like I wasn't gonna? Gosh, that shockwave. The true grit already there for the bad luck. Hey, no more dexterity for you. Okay. Barricade? No. I gotta get an Envenom out there. Acrobatics through a tactician gives us the energy for... Oh boy. That's an unfortunate turn. Just 24 damage to us. And then I just hope that I do enough damage this turn to make up for it all. Oh, we're definitely doing that, yeah. There's another exterminate, and that'll be the end of Ian Glass. So I've still got the fairy potion for the next fight. Oh, barricade footwork this early. Oh, that's disgusting. What utter disrespect we can offer you. Based on the strength of that. Let's Envenom and Exterminate. Then... yeah, Fumes and Accelerant. Oh, sick. The enemy dies that turn, so we don't even end up taking any of that damage. Only would have been 2 anyway. Deflect, Noxious Fumes, Accelerant. Leg sweep for the weaken on the new form. Dodge and roll for some additional block next turn, and then start hitting them. God damn. Your poison triggers 4 additional times every turn. I really do want to hit a ricochet here, though. I'll play the other Envenom before Acrobatics. Nice. There's bad luck, but we're prepared. Perfect. And down to the final wave. We've already got 46 block that we're taking into it. It's now just about... oof, how much block I can generate. Oh, I don't want to draw into this deck at all right now. Thank you. That's best kept as a next hand. I'm going to throw Ricochet at the enemy and a single Skewer just to ramp up your poison. Yeah. I'll Exterminate before we cycle this deck. Then I'll neutral... that's... yeah, okay, definitely. It's already killed the enemy. A while ago, it killed this enemy. And then... let's keep making him mad. GG. I mean, that was pretty much one of the most convincing runs I've had in... a week. Tingsha did not get to really, like, go off to the highest of its potentials. If I'd gotten a calculated gamble before duping the deck, it would have been incredible. And also, I need to be more aware of when it's appropriate to dupe the deck and when it's not, because here, it would have been so wrong not to dupe the deck. It was so clearly correct to dupe the deck. But a couple times recently, I've been on the other side of that equation. For the moment, though, ending on the note of that did really well, and actually it was a good run. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game's been Slay the Spire 2, top left. This is a series playlist for all of the content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past and the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And I want to thank you, and a special thanks this episode to Tristan. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.